1 2 3 4 Media Bio. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button at the end of the video if you really like it. You can also comment down below for any kind of feedback or suggestion regarding this video, and yes, please do share our video with friends and family. You are like gold, so finally please subscribe to our channel if you wanna do some wonder for our beautiful family, and also click the bell icon so that you may never miss an update from us.
Today we will learn about the human digestive system. Human digestive system deals with the intake of food and converting them into such a form that can be utilized for energy. The food which we eat undergoes much processing before the nutrients present in them are utilized to generate energy. This processing is known as digestion. This system consists of many different organs working together to convert food into energy for the body. In the end, the byproduct of the process is removed from the body in the form of feces or stool. Here's a diagram of our digestive system. Let's label the diagram. Mouth, salivary gland, pharynx, esophagus, liver, stomach, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and finally the anus. Now we'll discuss each of these organs, and I'd recommend you to keep this diagram in mind throughout this video. First of all is our very own mouth. Here's where the food starts its journey from. The teeth and tongue helps to chew and grind the food. The saliva secreted from the salivary gland makes the food moist, and also kills some of the harmful microbes. Here's a picture of the mouth. Here you can see the teeth and the tongue. Pharynx. It is a fibromuscular Y-shaped tube attached to the terminal end of the mouth. It allows the passage of chewed or crushed food from the mouth through the esophagus. In the respiratory system, it allows air to travel from the nasal cavity all the way down to lungs. Here's a picture of the pharynx, encircled in red color. Esophagus. It is a muscular tube which connects the pharynx and the stomach. It allows chewed or grinned food to travel to the stomach by a process known as peristalsis. Peristalsis will be discussed later in this video. In the same picture, I've encircled esophagus in red color. If you're surprised with the spelling, esophagus can also be written in that way. Okay, now it's the time for stomach. It is a muscular bag, situated towards the left of the abdominal cavity. It is contained in what you know as belly. It stores the food and provides enough time to digest it. It produces digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid that helps in the process of digestion. Mucous membrane is a kind of gland or membrane which secretes an aqueous liquid known as mucus. It functions by protecting the stomach lining from the acid, which is produced by the glands to destroy the bacteria that entered along with the food particles. Continuing. Digestive enzymes are the group of enzymes which functions by breaking down polymeric macromolecules, bigger and complex molecules, into their smaller and simpler substances. Hydrochloric acid is the digestive fluid formed by the stomach during the process of digestion. It functions by destroying harmful microorganisms present in the food particles. Finally, food stays for almost 6 to 8 hours in the stomach, till it becomes a semi-digested acidic mass of food, which is known as chyme. Here's a picture of the stomach. You can also see the esophagus and the small intestine. Liver. It is the largest gland in the human body. It is exocrine as well as endocrine gland. This means that liver can secrete enzymes as well as hormones. The liver is a roughly triangular, reddish-brown organ of the digestive system, located to the right of the stomach. It produces bile, which helps in the digestion of fat in the small intestine. The bile is stored and recycled in the gallbladder. It is a small, pear-shaped organ, which is located just next to the liver. Here's a picture of the liver. Pancreas. It is the second largest gland in the human body. It is also both exocrine and endocrine gland. It is present just behind the stomach. The pancreas releases digestive enzymes, to complete the process of chemical digestion. The pancreas secretes an important hormone, known as insulin. The main actions that insulin is to allow glucose to enter cells to be used as energy, and to maintain the amount of glucose found in the bloodstream within normal levels. Here's a picture of the pancreas. Small intestine. The small intestine is the longest part of the digestive system. It extends from the stomach to the large intestine. The main functions of the small intestine is to complete digestion of food and to absorb nutrients. It consists of three parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. The duodenum is the first part of the small intestine. It is located between the stomach and the middle part of the small intestine or jejunum. After foods mix with stomach acid, they move into the duodenum, where they mix with bile juice from the gallbladder and digestive juices from the pancreas. Continuing. After duodenum, the mass of food moves to jejunum. The primary function of the jejunum is to absorb sugars, amino acids, and fatty acids. The inner surface of the jejunum, its mucous membrane, is covered in small projections known as villi, which increase the surface area of tissue available to absorb nutrients. I repeat again, small projection villi are available in the jejunum, so as to absorb the nutrients in an effective way. It has a lining, which is designed to absorb carbohydrates and proteins. The ileum is the final portion of the small intestine, measuring around 3 meters. It absorbs any final nutrients, with major absorptive products being vitamin B12 and bile acids. The undigested leftover food finally passes on to the large intestine. Here's a picture of the small intestine. You can also see the various parts of small intestine: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Large intestine. The large intestine, also known as the large bowel, is the last part of the digestive system. The large intestine includes the three parts: cecum, colon, and rectum. The large intestine has got three major functions: recovery of water and electrolytes, formation and storage of feces, and fermentation of some of the indigestible food matter by bacteria. Here's a picture of the large intestine, which is actually surrounding the small intestine. Finally comes the rectum. It is a part of the large intestine, as I told just now, but let me give you some detail of it. Waste products are passed into the end of the large intestine called the rectum, and eliminated out of the body as a solid matter called stool. Semi-solid feces exits from the body through the anal canal through the process of defecation. Again, semi-solid feces exits from the body through the anal canal through the process known as defecation. Going back to the previous diagram, I've encircled the rectum in red color. Now let's look at the process of digestion of food. The first step is ingestion. The very first step involves mastication or chewing. The salivary glands, along with the tongue, helps to moisten and lubricate food, before being pushed down into the food pipe or the esophagus. The second step is movement. Here the chewed food is pushed down through the esophagus to the stomach, by a process known as peristalsis. It is a series of wave-like muscle contractions that moves food to different processing stations in the digestive tract. This means that peristalsis not only occurs in the esophagus, but also in other parts of the digestive system. Peristalsis is an important term to remember. Step 3 is secretion. The stomach, small intestine, liver, and pancreas secrete enzymes and acids to aid the process of digestion. It functions by breaking down food particles into simple and easily absorbable components. Fourth step is digestion. This is the process of converting complex food particles into simpler substances, in the presence of enzymes and acids, secreted by different digestive organs. Step 5 is absorption. This process begins in the small intestine, where most of the nutrients and minerals are absorbed. The excess water in the indigestible matter, and is absorbed by the large intestine. The final step, or step 6, is excretion. The process of removing indigestible substances, and waste byproducts from the body, is by the Sorry for the inconvenience. Let me repeat this video again. Step 5 is absorption. This process begins in the small intestine, where most of the nutrients and minerals are absorbed. The excess water in the indigestible matter, and is absorbed by the large intestine. The final step or step 6 is excretion. The process of removing indigestible substances, and waste byproducts from the body, is by the process of defecation. Now let's look at the function of digestive system. Digestion is necessary for breaking down food particles into nutrients, that are used by the body as an energy source, cell repair, and growth. Another function of digestive system is, food is broken down into smaller molecules of nutrients, before it is absorbed by the blood, and carried to the cells throughout the body. Finally, it's time for us to look at the key points. The process of digestion takes place in 6 major steps: ingestion, movement, secretion, digestion, absorption, and excretion. This is highly important. Next, the gastrointestinal tract is the tract from the mouth to the anus, which includes all the organs of the digestive system, in humans and other animals. Next, the food is passed to the small intestine where it is digested, and the nutrients are absorbed. Next, water, electrolytes and vitamins are absorbed by the large intestine, and the waste is defecated. Vomiting is the ejection of stomach contents through the mouth. It happens when the stomach can't digest the food properly. Continuing. Indigestion is a pain or discomfort in the stomach, which is caused when food is not digested properly, resulting in the feeling of fullness. Indigestion is mainly caused due to inadequate enzyme secretion, food poisoning, overeating, and eating spicy foods. The tongue is not a part of the digestive system, but it provides support functions such as moving and manipulating the food. And yes, the tongue also helps us to taste the delicious food. So that's it. Thanks a million for watching this video, and doing a wonder for our beautiful family. I will again meet you in the next video. Till then, just subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to never miss the upcoming videos from 1234 Media Bio.